Hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. Victory. Thank you so much for joining me for another Grammar Keepers lesson. Today we're going to look at another form of the word to. So we know that we have three different versions of this word. We have T-O, T-O-O, and T-W-O. And today we're going to look at the word T-W-O, and it's in the upper right-hand corner of your Grammar Keepers chart. Okay, so let's look at this word. This one is really, in all honesty, we won't spend a lot of time on this one because it's probably the easiest out of all three. So a lot of you may already know that TWO is the number 2. Okay, so it's just the number 2. So let's look at the proof. The proof is pretty easy. We can just insert any other number. So we'll just use the very next number, and we'll use the number 3 for our proof. Let's look at our example. So we've underlined the word to show that we made a grammatical choice. And above the word to, we've used our proof. We inserted another number. We inserted the number 3 to see if this will work and if it is, in fact, the correct form of the word to. So let's read it with our proof. 3 people were singing. Does that make sense? Absolutely, it makes sense. So let's look at our conversation. Will you please read the sentence? 2 people were singing. Perfect. Wait, how did you spell two? T-W-O. I don't think that's the right two. Oh, yes, it is. Can you prove it? 3 people were singing. You're right. It's correct. So you see in our conversation that when we just change the word to, T-W-O, to the word 3, then it makes sense, correct? Okay, boys and girls, just like always, I'll leave you with just a little part of a journal entry. This is from a 6th grader named EJ. And I'm going to skip down to the bottom of EJ's journal entry. You can read the entire thing on your own if you'd like to when we're finished here. But we'll start on this sentence where it says Bobby. You see my cursor here? So Bobby enjoyed the 2 scared bananas. He went on to tell everyone how good those 2 bananas were. Okay, so we'll stop right there. And we see that EJ is writing, and when he gets to the word to, T-W-O, he underlines it to show his teacher that he made a grammatical choice to use that particular word. And then he uses the proof, the word 3, and he puts it in parentheses. And he probably read it to himself to make sure. He says, Bobby enjoyed the 3 scared bananas. He does the same thing over here. Let's read this sentence together. He went on to tell everyone how good those 3 bananas were. That makes sense, doesn't it? It certainly does. I'll leave you there today. You can finish reading that journal entry on your own if you would like. And thank you so much for joining me.